Welcome back to Webs of Deceit, everyone. Last time we were taken in for questioning to talk about the events of the Big Pete incident. We met a new face, Liarica, who seems to have ties to the Western Strength, but not that she would tell that to the party. And we had lots of fun. We slept. We got Axel on board to go to Branchmorrow.
We slept among friends.
We slept among friends.
We did.
And met no one of importance.
Not yet, at least.
He's giving in.
I have a sling.
Don't be surprised when I show up later.
He won't be.
I have a feeling of a harrowing experience.
And as you all know, or maybe you don't, my name's Donovan. I'm the Dungeon Master.
My name is Trenton. I'm playing Nasir, a runecrafter wizard.
I'm Kyler. I play Jeremy Drake, the Forge Cleric.
I'm Maggie. I play Pebbles, the Valor Bard.
I am Ty. I play Durak, the Eldritch Knight Fighter, and currently level 1 Wizard.
I am Talia. I'm playing Liarica. I don't have my subclass in either, but I'm going to be playing an assassin, multiclass with a paladin with a custom oath.
With a custom oath. Alright, so
Alright.
you guys get on the road. You exit Needle Crown on the northern end of the city and make your way into the Everful forest towards Branchmorrow.
Yeah.
It will be at least a day's travel.
Thank you for leading our caravan, Axel.
It's my pleasure. This is my job.
Yeah, it was just great to see you again.
Yeah. You do notice as you get more into the more wooded areas, he is looking above him
Yeah, I bet.
for ogre spiders.
I bet. Are there other people traveling with us? Or is it just
It's
us
just
now?
you guys this time.
Okay.
And well, with the new addition of Liarica.
Alright.
Oh, and Sir Axel,
Yes,
thank
of
you
course.
for not killing the Birch Bandits.
I mean, I had no reason to. They were just bad folks making a bad choice. I saw no reason to draw blood in that regard, at least.
It's against the ideals of Arachne to kill people unnecessarily.
Right. And those guys, while being gigantic assholes, didn't deserve to die.
Of course.
So, as you get closer and closer to the Everful Forest, you actually enter the Everful Forest, another region of the Weave. It is a truly beautiful region. Trees of oak, birch, cedar, and cedar line the sides of the road. Sometimes the wood is thick enough to completely obscure your vision from where you are on the road. The trees are tall here, taller than they were on the way to Needle Crown. Nasir, you know that the closer and closer you get to Branchmorrow, that they will only get taller until they seem to pierce the heavens.
The trees are so big and thick here and dense. I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh, just you wait. They'll only get bigger.
Wow, incredible.
You hear sounds of animals. Pebbles appears to be befuddled.
You said they get larger.
Yes, as the closer we get.
I'm starting to feel very insignificant in a cosmic sort of way.
Well, it's
Well,
kind of
Pebbles, you
incredible,
say
though.
that,
The design of
and
of
then you
Arachne.
see creatures smaller than you living amongst these trees, like squirrels and other birds, and even the odd insect. You see a beehive. The smallest thing, some of the smallest creatures you know, and they're living here just as it were.
Nature's so lively out here, much more than it was in the underground and in the mountains.
Yeah, I'm used to it being so cold and quiet, but this place is buzzing with life.
It's quite full. Have any of you ever been to Everful?
No.
A lot of you have not. Liarica, have you ever been to Everful? Because there isn't just Branchmorrow, there are other towns here.
Yeah, I probably would have at some point, yeah. I mean, I've been working for 15 years under the Western Strength.
Well, oh yes. So you are rather well traveled. You have probably taken this exact road before. But of course, in an ever-changing world such as the Weave, it's not quite the same as it was the last. It's still quite a beautiful sight to see.
I want to mention, I forgot to last time, that Liarica's young. She's 21.
I think we're mostly full of young bloods here.
Yeah, you're older than Jeremy.
I think Nasir is probably on the older end. How old's Nasir?
He's 22.
Never mind.
How old? Yeah, how
19.
Old? Oh, damn. How old is Pebbles?
Somewhere in the early 20s equivalent.
Okay.
Durak's like Yeah, early 20s equivalent.
So
So
we're
is
all
Axel.
Wow.
Well, granted, early 20s equivalent for Minotaur is somewhere in the upper 40s.
Right, they live
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
old ass motherfuckers. Alright. Okay, so as you continue to walk, you can keep talking if you would like, don't let me stop you.
Oh, Lyrica, have you been through here before?
I have. I've been to this place, but the trees are different.
I'm curious. Have the trees grown taller since you were last here? Do you remember?
Well, yes, because trees grow, and
Yes.
yes, but not by an enormous amount.
Okay.
The amount you'd expect.
That's good. It's good to see evidence that the weave is still growing.
Of course. It always will, and it always has.
Seems that Jeremy's grappling a little bit with the
The
alternative speech that he's heard.
The idea of the decay. The Everful Forest is I guess you would know this because you're secretly as a member. The Everful Forest is kind of like one of the bigger nails in the coffin
It
against
seems to be
their idea of
teeming
decay.
with life.
It's teeming with life more so every day. Nothing's unraveling here. If anything, it's full of magic and wiles and life.
You'd see Jeremy once again take out
Bishop Vernon does not like it in Everful. He hates it.
You'd see Jeremy once again would take his book out of his pack and look very focused as he notes some things down.
Yeah, and as you continue to walk, you see that the trees gradually become more uniform as the sun nears the horizon. Because you've been walking for near a day, any of you can make a nature check of sorts to figure out what kind of trees these are.
Oh, I'm so good at nature
Could
checks.
I convince you to make it a survival check?
No,
Oh, very well.
this is not the highest DC in the world, so
I'm a plus
this
one
one-
to it, so you.
Liarca does not give a damn.
trees. Who cares?
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh, let's go.
Let's
We
go.
took all of our good rolls.
It's a nice 13.
13. These are maple trees. Oh.
I suckle on one.
You suckle on a maple tree. It's pretty cool, I guess.
I also, just for visual reference, I forgot to mention that the swords that are on Liarica's side, they're black leather bound on the handles, shockingly, and the handguard is like the cross guard is like the blade comes out of like this kind of V-shaped cross guard.
Okay.
As you continue to walk, Axel has pulled out a map of the area, and he's like tracing along with it with his finger. All right. Looks like there's going to be a small village in a few miles, so we'll probably stay there for the night. Unless there's any objections, I don't know if anyone wants to camp out here. I certainly don't.
No, I think I prefer a roof over my head.
I'd like to sleep in the bed.
As would I. All right. And as a few more miles pass, and you come around a bend in the road, and you see the village Axel was talking about, just in the distance. And as you approach, you get a clearer look at the area. There are several dozen buildings, and only the ones in the main area of town are 2 stories. And the village is surrounded on all sides by a vast forest of maplewood trees. The main area of the town is very western in design, with 2 rows of businesses on either side of the road, and at the end of the road sits the town hall with a very prominent clock tower protruding from the top.
I must climb that and sit on it and stare off wistfully.
Of course.
As one does.
That's an awful big watch.
It's an awful big watch. Jeremy, if you'd like to, you can roll history.
I will in a moment.
I also messed up.
Could
I
I
have
roll
2 daggers on my.
2 daggers? I can't believe this discrepancy.
Could I roll history? I have expertise
No.
in it.
You see,
This isn't for you.
Jeremy
Yeah.
finally looks up
Yeah,
from
that's
his book
fair.
that he was noting things down and seems to recognize something and know the fuck he has an 8.
Dude, you know how hard it is?
Could I give
I mean,
him
it was
advantage?
eight.
No, you don't know what you're looking at. Nothing about this town with a prominent clock tower above a town hall seems to be notable to you.
Oh, come on. Can I look back through my book I was
Yes!
just writing in? Okay, I'll do that. 18.
Yes.
Thank God.
Wow. This looks like
You just have to
you
do a
figure it
double
out.
check.
You see Jeremy's face falls for a moment, and then he looks back at Lyrica, looks confused, looks at his book. Huh.
Hey, bud, you alright?
Well, this place just seems familiar. I think I might have seen it in one of my dreams. I guess that means we're on the right track. We have several things to do here, don't we? I need to talk to Marcus if he's here.
This is
a pit
this
stop.
is not Branchmore.
Oh, right.
This
Sorry,
is,
this isn't Branchmore.
You do see a sign. This is Mapleleaf
Mapleleaf.
Grove.
This isn't where we're going, but if it's in my dreams, maybe there's something we need to do here.
Axel just looks around at his doors. This was in your dreams.
I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't know if I mentioned it on our way to Needlecrown, but I've been having these weird nightmares recently, and I had another one last night, and I think it was of this village.
Like a premonition type nightmare?
Well, I don't know. That's what we're looking into.
This
That's
dream
why I
in
wanted to speak
particular,
to Marcus.
it was intense. You can call it, if you would like to interpret it as a nightmare. This one was one of the more normal dreams you've had.
It wasn't nearly as frightening as they usually are. I don't know if that means it's something different. It's part of why I've wanted to speak to Marcus for a while now about them, but I think it's worth looking into this area while we're stopped here.
And as you get closer and closer, you see lots of people milling around, getting ready for the evening. And can I get everyone's passive perception?
14. I think.
I'm also 14.
Yeah, I think ours are
That's the highest it's gonna
Do
get.
Yep.
if I have advantage on perception checks, would you add a +5 to that?
It's
It's
a
a
5.
That's like the mathematical what advantage adds.
I thought it was 2.
Maybe I don't know.
No, it's a +4 or 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
We'll
my
call it a +4 since you do technically have it. If you have advantage,
Because
on
of
perception.
it's because of the cloak of Elven.
Go. Yes. It's your magical item. Go
So
ahead.
therefore, so you said +4.
Yeah.
So it's an 18.
Yes, Leorica, definitely you not as much, but a little bit. There is something slightly odd about this town from the distance, but you can't quite put your fingers on it.
Axel, since I've seen this in my dreams, we still don't know what that means, but it might be a good idea for us to keep our guard up while we're stopped here.
I'd like to check the atlas
The
for
Atlas?
this place. The atlas I
Alright.
checked out from the library. I want to see if I can get any more information on this town. See if the maps line up everything.
Okay, so you open up your Atlas.
Make sure we know where to navigate from here and all that.
Go ahead and give me some manner of, we'll call it survival.
Survival it is. That's a 6.
A 6.
I'm proficient in that.
Can anyone other than Talia roll above a 10?
So
Why would we?
Pebbles, wow, this is a big book. You can't find the right page.
Nasir,
Yes.
could you give me a hand?
Sure.
I don't know how to read.
There's 2,000 pages of maps here.
That is
Let me
far
see if
too
I can
many
find the
maps.
right
I just
one.
need to find the index and then I can go from there.
Okay, let me help you.
Yeah, you
at the
can
back.
also roll
Usually,
survival,
yeah.
I suppose,
I
or
hidden the index somehow.
investigation, since you are looking for the index specifically and not just trying to find a map.
18.
18. Yeah, you find the index. You
Still
do
not
you,
above a 10.
you do find Mapleleaf Grove in the index, and you can flip to it.
See, it's right here. See,
You-
index?
Oh, it was just that easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just that easy. You
course,
flip to
of
that
course.
page, and from the looks of it, you can even cross-reference it with Axel's map. It seems to line up correctly. This is where it is on the map. And Branch tomorrow is another day or so travel away from here. So,
Alright, I've got the route figured out from here. We can figure it out, alright.
Is there any
Alright.
other information in there about this town? We're fine.
no real quick information that the Atlas gives. It just kind of gives you a quick location. Nothing else beyond this is a village that is just on the road to Branch tomorrow.
There's an old tourist pamphlet, but it looks like 30 years outdated. There's some dust in there if you
Oh
want.
man, no.
Axel, do we have time to maybe look around before we make camp?
I mean, I figure we'd be sleeping like an inn here, so yeah.
Right. I want to check out that clock tower, I think.
Absolutely, go right ahead.
Alright.
I will assist you in this. Something seems not right.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and as you
See the
enter the
big block.
town, the townsfolk do notice you. A few of them wave a few of them away with friendly smiles, but most of them only spare a quick glance at you before returning to their
Jeremy
tables.
would nervously wave to anyone.
There are some other areas of note. There is an inn that is called Crunch and Munch Inn. There is
Hell yeah.
Wheeler's General Store, a blacksmith, a stable, and a small radial night office.
Oh, nice. Well, it can't be a bad place. The knights are stationed here.
Alright, Hans, it's time to get you into the stable.
Hans.
That's why I named my horse.
All right.
I need to name my horse.
You can all walk them over to the table. There is a stable boy who is letting them up for the night. He passes by. Thank you. Welcome to Mapleleaf Grove.
Hello, thank you. We're just on our way to...
Are you staying here long?
Not just the night. We're headed to Branchmore tomorrow.
That should be fine. Sure. All right. You can.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure thing.
Because that was kind of weird. Thank God.
Oh, above a 10.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There is some worry in his voice. Not worry that you're not. You can't. Let's see with the dirty 20. He does not. He's not hiding anything from you. There is just a general sense of worry in his tone.
You seem a little bit on edge. Is something going on here?
Oh no, everything's fine. Everything's just fine. Though I do.
Can I roll insight?
Yes.
Can I?
Do you have to?
Can I?
Yes.
Who is
Assist you with that?
If you are here.
Yeah, I said I came.
22.
Okay. No, everything is not fine. But he just does seem to just kind of want you to move along and put your horses here and go to sleep or something.
He does kind of get that, but at the same time, he's gonna like, well, I don't know exactly what's going on, but we're with the church, or at least 3 of us are. We can help if something's going on.
It's very kind of you to offer. However, we have it under control, and we would look. Just leave your horses here. Everything's fine.
I think
okay.
if under a higher authority were to hear that you are rejecting the help of the church for your town.
The church is already here. Everything is.
They do appear to have radio knights stationed here.
They do, yes. I am.
Well, let us know if there's anything we can do.
I will.
We'll try to stay
if
out
you're
of the
looking
way.
for a quick place to stay, Crunch and Munch Inn is a good place. Just
Of course.
Crunch'em is a very kind man, and he'll give you a nice room.
I think we'll look around a little bit first, but thank you.
All right, I will take excellent care of your horses.
Thank you.
As we step away, Durak is going to, under like a bit of a whisper, we should probably sleep in shifts tonight.
Yeah, that was a bit odd. I definitely think we should keep an eye out. And look around and see if we can find out what's going on ourselves. I don't really feel comfortable just leaving these people worried like this, though I think it's odd that he wouldn't tell us why.
Do you think he would be open to giving us the information if I were to put him in a less than opportune situation?
I don't think that's necessary at this exact moment. I think we can probably figure out what's going on ourselves first before we threaten a man who's scared.
Oh, threatening him wasn't the plan.
That's what it sounded like.
It did sound like you were threatening him.
It wasn't a threat. It's just if I were to appear under the guise of a radial knight, wanting to ensure the operation here was.
Well,
That's
when
not-
I was there, you
don't-
didn't seem too privy to give the information anyway, so.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Oh,
Also,
right, Axel
definitely
was
don't
with
do
I don't
that.
think if he's not gonna talk to one radial knight, 2 might make him more worried.
Stolen valor isn't worth information either.
Yeah, don't do that.
She looks at you like you're the first person in the world who'd ever think to say that. I suppose you're right.
Pebbles in front of a radial knight, so I'm gonna pretend to be a radial knight.
I'm gonna go check.
God, he was with
I'm
us.
gonna
How
go
did I
check out the
forget?
general store. Maybe stop by the office. Anyone's welcome to come with me. How about one of you go check out the inn or whatever?
Yeah, I can check out the tavern.
I'm gonna go
Lovely.
check out the clock tower.
I'm going to go with Reverend,
Yeah.
right?
You can
Reverend
call me
Drake.
Jeremy.
Just call me.
I'll go with Pepper.
Alright.
General store!
General store, lovely.
Nice.
We
We're
will
splitting 3 ways.
We will tackle the general store first.
All right, that's Axel and Dirac, right?
So you go to Wheeler's General Store, and who's going again?
Axel and Dirac.
Axel and Durek. All right. Nice looking place. As you get
And you
to,
guys are right?
you
Yeah.
open the door, a little bell rings, and you see behind the counter is a half-elf woman who she has her hair tied back in a ponytail with 2 braid bangs on either side of her face. She is sat behind a frankly large register counter with a boarded up door behind her. She notices you come in and gives a short, nervous wave. Hello. Welcome to the general store. Can I help with anything?
What?
Do you think we should get anything? Just normal supply for tomorrow?
I'd say a handful of rations, maybe some rope.
Rope, I'm sure. You have rope? Yes, we have rope. Oh, thank you very much. Just some other new things. This store has 5 potions of lesser healing for 10 gold each. There's just some furniture, clothes, rations, and other worldly appliances like horse feed.
I've got all of 22 gold on me. I'm going to buy 2 lesser healing pots, I think.
Right. Nice. Axel will buy one for himself. I just wrote down Axel instead of healing potion on his character sheet.
Axel gets an Axel.
I put it in my.
Now I just need the rest of the car.
My goodness.
Axel single-handedly
and-
putting together the automotive industry.
Now that you're in this area and you've been here a while, we can have you roll perception first.
Oh boy!
Perception.
Oh boy!
How you
Plus
doing?
That's the
one!
fighter's perception, yeah.
How well can the fighter see?
Wow! Damn well!
Ain't nothing's getting over my head. I'll just fucking catch it.
You haven't seen a single spider.
Oh.
There is no spider activity here. In fact, you don't see much.
That might be
you
what
don't
felt
see
odd.
much spider-friendly architecture either. A lot of buildings in the Weave have places for spiders to enter and exit in establishments as they please. And this town has those too, but they appear to be boarded up and blocked off, like the door behind the elven woman.
I'm going to lean onto the counter. Say, why aren't there any spider architecture? Or spiders for that matter? I'm going to roll intimidation.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary to intimidate anyone.
It's a shame.
Direct.
It's a shame none of our party members are spiders. That would make this a fun dynamic.
I could disguise self
That's
as
a
a spider.
What? 12. A 12? Okay.
It's a disguise.
It's just a costume.
God damn it.
Boarded that up relatively recently. You must be new in town. She's visibly very worried. She is going to look. She looks around. It wasn't our idea to board them up.
Huh? Can I get a name?
Cletus Bonespear.
Fucking Cletus.
Yeah, Cletus.
We might need to want to talk to the radio night station here.
They've got to be in on it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your cooperation.
She's like on the verge of tears. She's constantly looking over your shoulder, which isn't a hard thing to do. And just, I think we're going to close up now. Sorry.
Your ass kind of scary.
And Axel just kind of raising an eyebrow. He goes to wait outside. You do look behind. You do see on the counter there is a tipped over picture frame. You can do pretty much whatever you want. You get the feeling this woman is not going to stop you.
I'm going to look at it, but I'll put it back face down whenever I'm done.
So you look at it, and underneath is a drawing of a huntsman spider with some glasses, looking very happy in front of Wheeler's General Store. And there is a name tag on him that says Mr. Wheeler.
Oh, God.
This entire play. We were talking about stolen valor earlier.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Durak's going to go meet Axel outside.
Excellent.
I wonder if that's why they didn't mention Munch of the Crunch and Munch.
Yeah, I was
They only
thinking
mentioned
about
Crunch.
So, Sir Axel.
And Crunch is spelled with a K, by the way. Munch is spelled correctly. Right. Something's off here.
Have you seen a single spider here?
Not so much as a skitter. Tell you what, you go meet up with someone else. I'm gonna go look at the radio nights.
Head on a swivel. Don't ask too many questions.
You ain't gotta tell me, mate. So you can go meet up with someone else, and then we're going to swap to. Unless you'd like to. Is there anything else you want to do?
I think I'll go to the. I'll meet up with the inn just after all that.
Lovely.
happens.
So we're gonna go to the. We will go to the inn next.
All right. Meet this year.
Whoa.
Actually, I believe.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, as you approach the inn, you hear music and voices coming from inside. It sounds like a very humble party, some of sorts, is being held.
I recognize the tune. Look at that.
And as you enter through a set of swinging doors, you see that it is a very Western-themed bar. A lot of people are sat at circular tables, drinking ale and eating food. The mood seems to be somewhat high. Who has the highest passive between you?
That's gonna be Nasir. I have a 13.
I think that's higher.
Yeah, that's higher than
That's gonna
mine.
be me
I have
with
a
a
12.
13.
A 13.
I think I do.
You notice that there is a kind of underlying melancholy. After a hearty chuckle, a patron might sigh heavily or look out the window longingly. And as soon as you and Nasir enter, a lot of people turn to face you, and after a brief moment, return to their conversations.
So Pebbles, I think, is gonna stroll right up to the bar.
Excellent.
boy.
I will explain what he looks like in just a second.
I love those rolls.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm already loving the intrigue of this place.
And as you enter, you do notice a halfling man who sat near the door. He's bald. He looks at you, his eyes widen, and he darts out the door.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Nasir, I'd like you to see the bartender. I'm gonna go somewhere else. And you watch as Pebbles like reaches down as if to grab something, and she kind of mumbles a tune to herself, and she's gonna pop invisibility.
Excellent. We'll get back to you in but a moment.
Sick.
I go up to the bar and I just slap down a gold coin.
All right. So a few notable you stand on a gold coin and you see the bartender, who I will explain in just a moment. There are a few notable standout folks in the bar who you see as you walk up to the counter. There, such as the black elvish man plucking away at a piano in the corner, a jovial orcish woman with a tankard in hand laughing merrily, and the bartender, who you are pretty sure is orcish, but something is a little odd about him. He lacks the kind of muscle definition you see on lots of orcs, and even orcs on the scrawnier end have some kind of form, but he doesn't have any of that. And even more odd, he doesn't have any protruding tusks from the bottom row of teeth. He just looks like a green dude. He has brown hair in a middle part, and he's just poured a patron another drink using a mage hand, and then his eyes drift over to the merry orcish woman, then down at his hands that spark with magic, and his pupils fill with a profound sadness. And on his name tag says Crunch Matthews.
Hey, Crunch.
You're right there.
Where's
Crunch.
Munch?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm doing as fine as I can. Well, as far as you should know, yes, I'm doing fine. I haven't seen your face around here before. Are you just passing through?
On my way to Branchmore, yes.
Branchmore. He looks outside because it's night, kind of like bites his lip. I suppose you're looking for a room then? Any other folks with you?
Yes, we have a group of 6.
6. Okay. That should be fine. If you trust me, you don't really want to stay here long. If you must stay here, then pay for a room and go right to bed.
Why?
It's not quite your business, is it?
Yes, but I am staying here. I would prefer to know the business of where I am staying. If there's danger, then I would prefer to know it.
Also at this point, you would have absolutely noticed the lack of spiders as well. There used to be holes in the ceiling when they come in. They're boarded up. There's nothing else going on around. No spiders in the bar. Nothing.
Very concerning.
Not so much as a cobweb.
See a lack of spiders as well. A bit unusual in the weed, don't you think?
His brow furrows and his eyes dart to either side of the room before he ushers you closer, and he speaks in a hushed whisper. For the safety of everyone here and yourself, do not ask about that. Unless you want to be hunted by a group of very, very bad people. You want my advice? Sleep here and leave before dawn.
He looks over to, you said there's like an orc woman that...
Yeah.
They do something to her.
No, that was all me.
I see.
And you don't know what he means by that. She seems very happy, and he seems to be the sad one.
Oh.
Crunch has just looked at this woman, looked really sad, and so you're talking about, you've tried to get information about his, that woman, and the lack of spiders. You can choose to pursue either of these options further.
I think I'm going to press him a bit more about the woman.
Go ahead.
What did you do?
Oh. I'm gonna need a roll for this.
I'll go...
I
think that works.
Persuasion. Probably, let's hope. Bless me. Okay, not bad. 17.
That's what was it? He leans in the bar. Oh, to hell with it. That's my sister. That's Cream Matthews. That's not what she'll tell you, but it's true. A few years ago, she got sick. Very, very sick. Every doctor I went to couldn't find a single medicine or potion that could help him. I prayed as hard as I could to Oratne to set things right, to find a cure for my sister Cream. One night, I prayed the hardest I ever had before. I said I'd give anything. And the next day, Cream was fine. But she could no longer recall who I was.
Oh no.
And ever since then, I could do this. He just kind of flashes his fingers forward and just some cantrips happen. He just looks at them with just a general disdain because it appears at the cost of these magical powers, his sister no longer knows who he is.
Shit.
Thankfully, I'm on good terms with her now, but I try not to involve myself in her life.
I can actually somewhat relate to you.
Really? He sneers and just kind of does a half laugh, just huh. How could you possibly relate?
I lived in Branchmore for 4 years. It's where I learned how to flaunt magic, do all this. But the person who taught me how to do all that, her name was Quaith. And as I got to know her, she told me that at one point her parents became ill, very sick, and that she too called out, wished, prayed for anything. She would give anything for them to be okay. Next morning, they're all right, perfectly fine, but they have no clue who their daughter is. They never had one.
That's impossible. The doctor said they never heard of a disease like this before. You're telling me that someone else had Cream's condition, and there's someone else like me out there? What did they
Yes.
take from her? She is an Aarakocra without wings.
She was an Aarakocra, and she had these beautiful wings. She would soar, but no longer.
He goes to his mouth where obviously his tusks used to be, and just kind of grasps at nothing. All this time, I never knew someone else shared my pain.
She does, and I do fear. Part of me fears that it will happen to her. The same sickness. Truth be told, I don't actually know. But whatever caused it.
I was worried as well, but it hasn't affected me yet, and Cream has been fine for years now, but... Okay, look. You seem trustworthy. He looks at you, and then swishes a lie around in his mouth. Hey, you look strong. Can you come help me with something in the back?
I would love to.
Excellent. So, you follow Crunch to the back, and he shuts the door tight behind you, and you see there are like some barrels full of ale and grog and all that kind of stuff, and he just shuts the door tightly, and he turns to face you. His eyes are aglow with determination again, as he just like is about to tell you some very important information. Should be able to speak freely here. Right. A week ago, a group of people came into town bearing crossbows and swords. They busted down doors and threatened everyone at Arrow Point. They call themselves the Web Smashers. You can roll history if you like.
I would love to.
Oh dear.
I would
The
love
racists.
Ooh, me when I
hate
am
group.
racist?
Ty, you seem excited.
To beat the shit out of a hate group, you bet.
18.
The Web Smashers are a notorious spider hate group that have been growing in popularity in recent years. They believe that since they are Arachne's second creation, that they are the superior model and thereby deserve the weave to themselves.
Oh my god.
Yes, I have heard of such web smashers.
Well, a group of them have taken over the town.
Oh god.
Every spider who lived here has either fled or has been slaughtered. We have been forced to get rid of any spider architecture. And thankfully their leader and a lot of their forces are not here right now. They left only that fraud in the Radio Knight's office. But we have been here in a very frightened state for some time.
We might want to check on Axel.
And
No,
so
he'll be
I just,
fine.
I pray you and your group sleeps before they return tomorrow morning, and try not to draw too much attention to yourselves.
We're so good at that.
If they find out you're here, things could go poorly. And on that note, we're going to swap to we're going to swap to Jeremy and Liarica first. So you are walking towards the town hall.
Yeah, the clock
The
tower
clock
that I saw.
tower.
Yeah. And it's like a big building, and at the front, the clock tower extends up. The building itself is 2 stories, and the clock tower extends another story into the air, and it's
As we walk towards it,
ticking along.
Jeremy's gonna turn to Liarica. I don't think I properly explained what's going on with me. For a while now, I've basically had these strange, concerning nightmares. I think they might be visions of some sort, but we've been traveling to try and look into them. I had another one last night, and in it I saw, and he pauses for a moment. I saw this clock tower, I think, from this town, and it stood out particularly to me, so that's kind of why I wanted to look into it, and it definitely seems like there's something weird going on here, so...
Yes, I agree. It is. Visions do not come for no reason.
Right.
This is something we should look into.
That's sort of what Bishop Ripley told me as we decided to go out on this journey. Of course, I found the book that he suggested in the library in Needle Crown, and then that's now directed me to go find that seer in Branchmar. But
I see.
while we're stopped here, this seems important to check out. So this is the town hall, huh?
It appears to be so. There are a set of large double doors up front, and right now there are no. It's getting to be the evening. People are turning on candles or some sort of magical. Bless you.
Thank you.
They're turning on candles or some magical lights in their homes. There isn't a single light on within Town Hall at the moment.
Are there people in Town Hall?
Unknown. You have not entered yet.
Okay.
It's strange that it doesn't seem very busy, but I suppose it is getting late.
Alright,
Let's see if we can walk in. We'll try the door.
All right. You reach out. You grasp the handle. Doors are locked.
Why would the town hall be locked?
Allow me. And she kind of looks around. How concealed are we?
Not very. There are still people milling about, and people have seen you look at the just look at the front door. So
Can
take that how you
I-
will.
I don't know if we should. I mean, there's probably another way.
Can I like get as close as the door to as I can and like wrap my cloak around myself in the door and just stay really still and like basically try to stealth in place with the Cloak of Elvenkind?
You can give me stealth at disadvantage using that.
Would that be with?
So that would be a normal
Normal.
roll for you.
Okay,
Jeremy
that's
looks
a
notably
26.
uncomfortable as he stands by while you.
Yeah, you're
probably
able
commit a crime.
to stealth, and as the daylight keeps going away, you were able to get just enough shadow to.
Yeah. My thought is that
Sway.
my
Yeah,
my
be
cloak
sway.
blends in with the environment.
Yes,
That's part
yes,
of
yes,
what
yes,
it does. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, and then I'm going to pull out my lockpick and try to pick the lock as
ahead.
motionlessly as possible. It's carved.
You can have guidance.
Woo! That one.
Okay, well that one helps.
Okay, so you, as you go to lockpick, you put it in, and it completely snaps in half, and you no longer have that part of your lockpicking set.
I kind of stand up and turn around and like it's broken. This doesn't normally happen. This
Maybe
happens to
it's-
everyone though. It's okay.
Maybe
like
it's a sign. Let's look around the building and see if we can find anything else.
I can also give it a try at some point
Yeah.
if you guys
I-
want to come
yeah, I was
back
gonna
to
say
it,
that.
but I'm not
We'll
here with
get
you
back
right
to
now.
you.
Oh, don't worry.
I get nervous performing in front of others sometimes, but this happens to everyone.
No, that's totally fair.
It happens to
I totally feel you. I'm kind of relieved anyway. Let's look around the outside of the building. Maybe there's another entrance.
Yeah. Is there windows?
There are several windows, and if you can either keep looking, you can either enter the first window you see, or you can take a lap around.
I would like
Can we
to-
peer in the windows first?
Absolutely.
Is there anything going on inside?
So there are a few windows in the front. If you were to peer into those windows, you'd see the large town hall. Just the bottom floor in front of where the doors enter from. It's like very standard town hall stuff. Rows of chairs, lots of tables, a raised platform where the speaker will say whatever they're saying, be it like the mayor or like the farmers guild or whoever it may be. Very simple stuff. You do see, it's kind of hard to make out because the lights are not on in there, but there's enough natural light and light from the town.
We
hall.
also
That's what
both
you
have very good dark vision.
see. You have
Yes.
dark vision, never mind. You see this perfectly.
I was gonna say I have 120 feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see this perfectly. Then you'd see there are also a few other rooms. There are 3 doors behind the pedestal. Two of them appear to be normal rooms. One of them doesn't seem to lead into another room. Perhaps that is some manner of hallway.
This is slightly off topic, but
Okay.
I forgot. So I have my channel divinity that allows every paladin gets 2 channel divinities. So I have the one oh I won't explain that one, but I have channel divinity that gives everyone within, I forgot what the range is, but it gives everyone basically devil sight, and you can see through like magical darkness.
Nice.
But I don't have that yet.
I also have good things.
Okay. So I would. Is there a part of the building that is in like concealed in an alley? Like, is there an alley?
If you were to wrap around the back of the building, there is like a back entrance shed kind of thing that is heavily obscured.
Okay.
I
Can
think we go in there.
yeah? Is it like another door or? would
It is like a set of like shed doors. Like perhaps this is where this is like,
Like a cellar?
Not so much a cellar, like cellar-esque but ground level.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like so it's more like barn doors.
Yeah.
Can I?
It's the storage locker for
Maybe,
PE.
maybe these doors are unlocked for the public.
Is there visibly a lock on the door?
There is visibly a lock on this one.
Oh, I guess not.
Is there like
But
any
there is-
windows
but-
nearby?
Yes, there is a window. You know how like some sheds have like the door and there's like a little circular window above
Yeah.
it? There is that one.
Is it openable or is it like a solid?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, can I push on it in any way and see if it opens?
Roll me a sleight of hand to see.
Cocked. It's gonna be 15.
A 15. This window does seem openable. It hasn't been opened in some time. When there's a chance it might break when you try to open it and make a loud noise. But then again, no one's in town hall, and you don't see anyone else around.
Yeah.
So that's a risk you can take if you would like to.
Can I try to, like, I'm going to hang on to the top of the little shed thing and, like, kick off and swing back and try to, like, kick through, like, kick the part of the window that is opposite the hinge.
Do you know silence?
Yeah.
Would that be worth casting here? With
Maybe.
the loud window?
Yeah.
I could make things quieter if we need to. I don't really know how I feel about breaking in here, but we need answers.
Yeah.
And at this point, you also would have noticed the lack of spiders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enough time has
That's likely what
passed.
felt off to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. In fact, you DM knowledge. Yes.
Silence may help here.
Okay, just a moment. He pulls out notably a different book than you've seen him interacting with before, and I flips through it and nods as he reminds himself of the spell. And you see him raise his shield and it glows faintly as he casts silence.
Okay.
Alright, so a hush falls over the area and you are able to perform whatever action you can.
Yeah, I'll try to swing through the window. Oh, trying not to break it,
Yeah.
but if it happens.
Sleight of hand, or sleight of foot, I suppose, since you're kicking it, but just to not break it.
I'll be a 19.
19,
ritual
you're
spell.
able to just and it swooshes wide open. There was like some window locks, but you broke them pretty easily with your accurate Batman skills,
Alright.
and you were able to slide inside.
Is the lock a, like, physical padlock, or is it locked from the inside and I can open it?
This one's locked from the inside.
Okay.
The
then-
one outside notably had a padlock.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is, like, can I unlock the door to let him
Yes,
in?
I mean the front door notably had a
Got
padlock.
it. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I will unlock the door for you then.
Thank you. I was gonna say, climbing in through the window would be very loud if we didn't have silence
Yeah.
on, but it'll be easier.
You can unlock the door, and
Jeremy gives you a sign language, thank you.
And as you open the doors, and the light fills the room.
Oh,
you
fuck sign language. Flick speak, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something you all know, by the way.
Yes.
You can all do just like
Yeah.
and you see a room covered in blood.
Oh. I also am going to relock the door
hang
after
on.
we come in.
What kind of church is this?
I'm going to both...
This isn't a church. This is a town hall.
Jeremy faints.
Okay.
Faints. Okay, I'm gonna both relock the door and shut the window.
All right. So Jeremy has fainted.
Would
fully.
hear a very loud clunk as he hits the ground, but of course we're still in silence, which drops.
So silence drops
before
this.
you fall.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, because you fainted.
The deafening silence suddenly fades, and you just hear
as you in your full plate armor just
clunk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look down at you and, like, investigate the area.
Alright, so you see that the blood is the most notable thing, and there are a few barrels in the room, full of something. You don't know what they are.
After a minute, Jeremy sits back up. Oh God, what happened here? A church covered in blood?
Again,
Or no,
not a
it's
church.
town hall,
It's
sorry.
It's a town hall back room
Town hall
covered in blood.
covered in
I
blood.
check the barrels to see if the barrels are full of blood or what they're...
Go right ahead.
Yeah, what's in
Better
there?
fucking
You
not be.
open
It's
the
spiders.
first barrel, and
Crack it open with my knife.
you see a barrel full of disembodied spider joints.
I called it.
Don't look in the...
Oh, don't look at the barrel.
Jeremy throws up in his mouth a little bit.
This is as terrible as seeing like a barrel full of human limbs.
Yeah.
By the way.
What happened here?
Can I look at the
Lord.
pattern of the blood as an assassin? I would figure I could maybe figure out how things were maybe killed.
Yes.
What
And there are several barrels in this room, like 5 barrels.
Would this be investigation?
Investigation, absolutely.
Do they all
Fuck me, dude!
guidance? Unless
It's an outline.
God damn it!
I'm not Will Graham on this blessed day.
Investigation.
You were really so well at the beginning of the
so
session.
the Arica, the metronome ticks back and forth as you see fuck all.
Clearly, they just
You imagine yourself walking backwards, but then you actually walk backwards into the shed.
they clearly just fell apart. This is their design.
You're trying to simulate what happened in your mind palace, and you get distracted by your own intelligence.
God, I'm so smart.
I've only rolled nat ones on the things that I'm really good at.
Does it look like? Does it look like there was a struggle here, or does it look like it was just a slaughter?
Probably a slaughter. I would think.
It looks a lot more like a slaughter. Like there was a spider in here. They stabbed it, cut him apart, put him in barrels.
This is horrific. Who would do something like this? Is it one spider's limbs?
Unfortunately, the barrel did seem to be assorted.
Oh.
And that's probably not the only barrel.
Yeah. Oh, there were 5.
Yay.
And some of the blood is leaking from the barrels, but most of it just appears to have been from the process before.
I think we need to get Axel in here, and report this to someone. This is a crime scene.
Let's explore Let's investigate further before we raise any alarm.
Okay.
Surely
Yeah, can we-
the radio knights in the town will help us here.
Does the blood drag out of the room at all?
It does not. It appears to be localized within this room.
Okay.
Can I cast?
But there is another door that leads further into
Is
the building.
there any history check I could make of seeing if there was some sort of massacre like this in the past?
Let's see, for you, yeah, we'll call it a history check.
As you're looking around, Jeremy's
12.
gonna.
12.
Oh wait, I have guidance. Sorry.
Yes.
It's 15.
With a 15, first of all, killings of spiders this brutal. Now, people get murdered.
Yeah.
That just happens. People get murdered. This seems specifically directed towards spiders. This is giving hate crime,
Yeah.
which
It's giving hate crime. I'm quoting that one.
the English language is mimetic in nature and is ever changing.
I want to mention that I am
Shit, is that a meme?
intentionally trying not to metagame because I know that this is tied to a specific group, but
I'm about to give you the information. That
what
this is-
I
yes.
know. Okay.
Yes, and there is spider hate crimes are rather uncommon, but when they are done, they are performed by one group in particular that
Okay.
you would know of, the Web Smashers, which are so detestable. Barnaby Vernon has also been like, oh, those damn Web Smashers.
Yeah.
He's not a fan of them, but he does say, people wanting to kill spiders, that shows the decay is coming. So, he doesn't like them very much, but he does believe in their existence to be
I
a
assume
sign of the end.
Jeremy also would have heard of it as part of
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's the equivalent to being called the House Demolisher.
This has to have been the Web Smashers, but I've never seen anything like this in person.
Do the Web Smashers wear a specific sort of garment?
They're probably low key.
They're more low key. You do not know. You have only heard
Okay.
tale. You have never seen one in person, thankfully.
I think I would like to, if there's nothing of note, if there is something of note, let me know, but I think I want to ascend the clock tower and try to look for any just ascend the clock tower and look
Alright, so that's a bit of a process
Yes,
to get to
okay.
the clock tower.
Great.
So you would have to, first of all, open this door to back into the big thing and maneuver around and find the way to get up there.
Okay.
So you can do that if you'd like.
Yeah, I will.
Now that you're inside, that door is not locked, and you see a. I have a map of this actually. I won't draw it out quite yet, but I would like to get.
As she's doing that, Jeremy would also kind of take a few moments to meditate and steel himself, and also cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
All right.
I just want to see if there's anything else weird happening here.
All right. So you exit that door, and you are in a hallway with a door to your left, a door to your right, and a door right in front of you.
Left, right, and in front.
Left, right, front.
Are any of them locked?
None of them appear to be locked.
I will. Can I stealth? Just
Go right ahead.
cut. Does Is detect magic concentration?
Oh yes. Yes, I can use guidance. Sorry, you are correct.
Alright. That's... What am I rolling? I'm sorry. Stealth. Okay,
Stealth.
that's going to be a 20. Oh wait, I have advantage. Nice. 27.
27.
Yeah.
Like shadow, you creep along.
Yeah, okay.
Which
so
door would you like to try
I'll
first?
start with the left.
Left,
Kyler,
it's unlocked.
Kyler, will you pull the very bottom string, or like the bottom one on the fan, turn on the light?
Yes. Thank you. That's how.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay. Sorry, what do I see?
The door opens very nicely, and you see a set of stairs that go up to some sort of second level.
Okay, then I will open the middle door.
The middle door, that you open the middle door and you see the back of the pedestals in the main town hall area.
Okay, anything of note?
On top of the pedestal, instead of there being normal town hall stuff, there do appear to be some maps drawn.
Okay, I will take them.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to take Keen Mind really bad. Yeah, what are they maps of?
It is a map of this town, and it has been, and there are multiple drawings. There are like a bunch of X's over some towns, with keys like suspected of harboring a spider. We killed a spider in this house. There's a
Awesome.
and like. It does appear to be an original map of Mapleleaf Road, but it's been crossed out, and it now just and someone wrote in very crude red letters, "New Web Smashers Outpost."
Got it. Okay, I will take those.
We're gonna jump them.
Actually, do I have the time that I could roughly transcribe these onto paper?
You don't know. You don't know if you have the time.
Okay. I'm scared to take them. Because what if they show up? They're like, someone took our paper.
I mean, they're gonna be back tomorrow and pissed with us anyway, so we don't know that yet.
I'm going to transcribe where they're... Is it saying this area, like this town building is the headquarters?
It does mention that Town Hall is headquarters.
Okay,
yes.
I can just probably remember that, and I'm just going to leave the maps there, but do a really good job trying to like commit them to memory.
Okay, you will have advantage on any history rolls with that. So.
Yeah. And then
You have one more door to look
Yeah,
at.
I'll check that last
That
one.
appears to be like an actual like planning and war room. There are like tables around. There's like a bunch of plans jotted out. But like a kind of like a hit list. There's like a unfortunately a trophy of a fang stabbed into the table over like some paper.
Okay, I will transcribe the hit list.
The hit list, most of them is crossed out. One of them details a brown recluse spider, two brown recluse spiders, one Mrs. Thompson and her son Horizon Thompson.
Is Big Pete on the list?
Big Pete is not on the list.
Okay.
All these appear to be former residents of Mapleleaf Grove.
Right.
Okay, I think I will send the
Horrible.
stairs. What is up, lay stairs?
You go up the stairs and you see you are in like kind of like a mezzanine area where you can look out over the town hall and just like
My
up,
favorite
like, sitting.
areas.
And there are a bunch of cross beams that look suspiciously walk-acrossable.
Oh,
and if you were to suspiciously walk across them, you would see there was a ladder that leads up to the clock tower.
I'm going there.
Fantastic. You go up the clock tower, and you care to ascend it. It seems like a very normal clock tower, and when you reach the top, roll a perception check for me.
I have advantage because of Cloak of Elvenkind. I think that's 18.
18. You see that there is evidence of a struggle up here. There are some nicks in the wall. There's a splatter of blood.
Okay. Can I again try to do an investigation to piece together maybe what happened?
Yes.
Metronome sound. Okay, that is better. It's a 12.
A 12. You can gather that there was probably also there were some arrows arrow marks on the wall. You can gather that there was
Arrows or bolts?
Arrows. There was most likely a spider hiding up here, and they found it and killed it.
I see.
Cool.
What else is in the room of note?
It's an actual honest-to-God clock tower with like gears and stuff
okay.
and pendulums.
Is there a way to like get out onto the outside?
There does not appear to be.
Okay. Is the glass clear or anything? From
It's not made of glass. It's just
Heard. Got it. All right. Then
for all this appears to just be a clock tower.
if this is if there's nothing of note here, I'm going to go back down the ladder onto the cross
The
beams.
suspiciously crossable beams.
Yeah. And I'm going to stay up on the cross beams, and I'm going to talk down to Jeremy.
Speaking of, do I see anything with detect magic now? Any traces of anything or suspicious
There was
things?
definitely magic used in this place, but there does not appear to be any form of traps or
Okay.
anything of that sort.
Nothing strange magically, just that whoever did all this did have access to magic, which is really surprising.
Okay.
You see, he seems a little bit calmer now that he's done a couple rituals.
So I'm like standing on a beam above your head. It appears there were spiders here. I found some hit lists and some maps. They're targeting specific areas that they know to harbor spiders.
Did it seem like there were any that they hadn't gotten to yet?
There is, yes. I found a Mrs. Thompson and her son Horizon.
Okay, we should tell that to Axel and the Radial Knights and see if we can get to them first.
I agree. This was marked as their headquarters.
Oh, well, if they're not here, then I suppose that might be good, though that also means they might be coming back soon.
Correct.
So we should maybe leave.
Is there anything that is like any sort of wall protrusion above or below the beams?
What are you looking for?
Something that I could get off the beams but still be off the ground and like sitting on, like a gargoyle to sit on.
If you were to get, you could probably find some sort of nook in like the sloped roof to like chill out.
I may stay here and observe them from the shadows.
Okay, I take it that you're confident that you'll be stealthy enough for that?
Yes.
I'm definitely not, so I suppose I will leave you to it and wish you good luck with that.
Stealth, you say?
So I'm going to go into that little nook and I'm going to like sit up and like just completely like wrap my cloak around myself and just try to stay as still as possible.
Excellent.
In case anything happens, what do you have like a main weapon you use?
I have several blades.
Can you, in a safe way, toss one down to me real quick?
Yes, and she's gonna take one of her daggers out and drop it down.
Okay. Oh fuck, that takes a. Okay, well, I'll just do this then. Jeremy's going to focus for a moment.
My plus
I
one.
can't do that.
Oh.
Jeremy's gonna focus for a moment, and his shield will glow, and then he'll touch his shield and pass that glow onto your weapon, and very clumsily toss it back up to you. But I assume you're dexterous enough to catch it
fine,
anyway.
it's fine.
I gave it a bit of a blessing. It's only gonna last for an hour, but it should, in case something happens soon, that will help.
What is it? Like
It's just magic weapon.
got it.
I do have a forge blessing I can give to things, but I do that over a long rest, and we're not doing that right now. So that stays with you for now. Let us know if anything happens. I guess I'll go back and I'll report this to Axel.
Understood.
Hopefully we can work with the local Radial Knights to deal with this. Good luck.
And on that note, we are going to finally swap to the invisible pebbles.
Did you break that window, or did we just get in through it?
Yeah.
It's just open.
But I closed it.
Okay,
Good. Close.
okay. Because I was
So-
going to say, I don't have mending.
Pebbles, you see Nasir walk in, you see this little bald halfling. He appears to be making a beeline for the Radial Knights outpost. I'm going to follow him. Excellent.
Would I see this being outside?
This timeline-wise, this takes place when you and Axel are still inside Wheeler's general store.
Cool.
This is what she was doing while they were doing their thing.
So while you scuttle on in, or you skulk, stealth after him, and I'd say he's gonna make it into the doors, and if you want, you can follow in after him.
So he's already made it into
He's
the
already
doors
made it,
of
but you can
the-
follow him and listen
Yeah,
to whatever.
yeah, I would love to. I'd love to
conversation
follow
you
him
might
if I could just stick close by.
So, this is like very like deputy station vibes. He runs inside, and in front of him, sitting at a desk, is a human with dirty blonde hair that's neck length. He has the same kind of chest plate as Radial Knights have, but it's a lot more chipped and dirty. He's got on mostly green garbs and very standard trousers, and there's an axe next to the desk that is there. And he has one of those ping pong paddles with a bonus string, and he's just oh, hello there. Just toss under the desk. Can I help you?
Yes, Mr. Grayson. There appear to be some travelers who have entered the town.
He just kind of like grabs a handkerchief, starts wringing it between his hands, like wiping off the sweat.
And they are at the Crunch and Munch Inn, and I just wanted to let you know that, and that I'm not affiliated with them at all. But they are there, and that's where they are, and I had nothing to do with it.
Well, and you see the man Grayson just kind of like grins. He's got some very jagged, like not very well kept teeth. Well, thank you for letting me know, Mr.
Angelo.
Angelo, I'll be sure to put in the good word with Cletus when he gets back tomorrow. Now, Crunch and Munch Inn, you say, and as he goes to reach for the axe, Axel comes to the doors. Hello there. This was the Radial Knights saw.
I'm gonna message Axel.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't a concentration spell or anything. I can just do this so long as I'm pointing at Axel. So Axel is just going to hear in his head, Axel, don't panic. There's something fishy, or I guess it has to be a single sentence. Axel, something's up with these guys. On your guard.
All right, so okay,
And he can respond to me in a
and
sentence.
he already
as
is
well.
suspicious.
knows.
So he
Yeah.
hears this. Assumes. Let's see. I'm gonna have him roll something. He's composure. He's fine. Hello there. Are you the Radial Knight of the area? Grayson scans Axel up and down. Axel has got like a little few more inches on him, height wise. Yes, indeed we are, Mr. Axel. Axel Nash. Nash! I've heard that name before. My ancestor of mine's rather famous. Well, Mr. Nash, what brings you to Mapleleaf Grove? We're just passing through, and I was hoping I could ask you some questions. There are some oddities about. I don't know what you're talking about. Right. You helping out this man here? And he looks down and points at Angelo, the halfling, who is staring up at Axel, very just afraid-like.
Hello?
Just shakily waves. Hello. Just... I take it you don't have any answers for me. No. Because nothing's wrong. Nothing is wrong, Mr. Nash, and your services are not required. So if you would be so kind as to just turn around and be on your way. Yeah.
What normal Radial Knights?
Right. And Axel, like, glances around. And I guess he sees some stuff that Pebble doesn't, but if you like, you could roll perception.
I would. Actually, would I be able to roll stealth to get closer?
Sure.
I want to get, like, up to the door.
Okay. Well, I figured you would actually have gone inside.
Okay, then
Is
yes.
it still invisible?
Yes.
Ah.
It lasts for an hour.
Invisibility is an hour. She's fine.
Yeah.
I looked up to see what the length was. Greater invisibility is a minute. I believe.
Yes.
Would I have advantage on the stealth roll, or is it?
Yes,
just-
that's how invisibility works. I think so.
Okay.
Should be speaking better.
14.
14. Okay, that's fine. No one is suspecting you of being here, so that's okay.
I imagine all eyes are on
And
Axel right
you
now.
just see there are 4 other men in this room in similar attire, who appear to be affiliated with Grayson. And Grayson has notably he was reaching for his axe. He has fully wrapped his hand around it now.
Okay.
Axel.
It's normal to be that on your guard.
Axel,
around.
seeing that there's some tension in this room, pops open the door and just kind of leaves it there, and he hopes it's a. I guess I'm gonna have him roll sleight of hand.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be fun.
It's always good to get into combat when the party's.
Ha! Grayson doesn't notice anything. But Axel is able to flick speak some leave. So he figures you're around, so he leaves it open for you, Mrs. Invisible, if you would like to leave.
Well, yeah.
I'll keep in touch as he leaves and closes the door. Right now, you say something scary.
I'm assuming we're communicating with message here.
Well, at that point, he's walked away.
Yeah, they're not in there anymore.
I'm gonna meet him with Derek at the inn.
I have a mechanics issue. It doesn't need to, like, we can keep it how it is, but if you do anything, you can't, if you do any action as, while invisible, it breaks invisibility.
Yeah.
Like any action period.
Any action?
Like stealthing?
No,
like
casting message.
Like casting message, yes.
Casting a spell will break.
It's fine
unless
now.
it's greater, in which
Message feels minimal. We'll change it in the
Isn't
future.
your message not strictly? Isn't it a different thing, or is it just a message spell?
It is just the message spell.
Oh, okay.
That would be there. There is the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer who has the ability to communicate with that, but I'm just a Valor Bard.
Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention. In the future, I will keep that in mind.
So to be clear,
just wanted to bring it up.
Any attack, including any spell targeting a foe whose area of effect includes a foe.
Oh, okay.
It does mention foes. That feels.
It says attack.
I
yeah.
see. Never mind.
That was probably. I would say that message is so not inconsequential. That,
That's fine. Yeah.
Well,
Just wanted to bring it up.
thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah, because you can pick things up or investigate or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
And with that, at this point, Durek and Axel and I suppose Pebbles will have made it back to the bar.
Causing on whether I want to wait to isolate that halfling man, but it's probably better if we gather up to share information.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do that.
Causing harm indirectly is not an attack. This invisible being can open doors, tall, deep, climb stairs, summon monsters, and have them attack. Cut the ropes holding a rope bridge,
and
remotely trigger
and
traps.
neither you nor Axel noticed anything out of the ordinary.
How nice.
I like the idea of an invisible mage that just sets a bunch of traps and summons things and stuff.
So, an invisible necromancer with Magen.
Yes.
Jeremy, what are you up to right now? Are you at least leaving Liarica to her devices?
Yes. Jeremy is going to kind of hurriedly get away from the town hall, and he's going to look for Axel as he heads towards the radio night station.
Okay.
Now, presumably, Axel would probably just be leaving there, but
Yeah.
if they don't catch each other, Jeremy's about to be in a lot of
Timeline-wise,
trouble.
it lines up just fine. So he leaves and sees you going, and he just.
Jeremy he sees him as he comes out of the place, like, and Jeremy's like, Axel,
Hi, Jeremy. I'm here, but I'm invisible.
Mister, so, hello, Reverend Drake. Let's go meet up at the inn, shall we? Come on.
Oh, okay, I really need to tell you something once we get there, I guess.
We have some information as well.
I have probably scarier information.
Maybe.
Yes. While this is going on, I'm going to be using this
spine.
time while I'm alone. Using
It's a
my
competition.
sending stone to
Okay. Love
for
Spill the tea.
I figured you'd be doing
What
that.
horrors are in this town?
Okay, so with that,
And it's nighttime now, right?
it is very much nighttime now. Yes.
I suppose we should get a room in the inn and discuss things there.
No, you will if you. I guess you do not know this information yet.
I don't
but
know if the inn
hopefully
is
someone
a
will get it
safe
to you.
place to discuss.
The information that it's night?
Not
or
the information
this-
that's night.
The
you
radio
have to-
light thing.
The radial night
Yes, I
thing
did talk in here.
and the.
Well,
They'll talk about it.
We can use
and
flip
we'll
speak.
discuss. We'll discuss.
you're so right.
You can just
Yeah.
use flick speak.
Yeah, well,
Everyone knows
the
Flick
end so that there's no actual volume.
Yeah,
It is stealthier, but everyone knows Flick Speak.
exactly.
So you make it back. The four of you, I think, yes, enter the inn. and you are just exiting the back rooms with Crunch.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a room. How much would a room be?
2 gold.
All right. Bet.
A person or total?
How's my economy work?
Do we have 2 rooms? I
Let's see. 2 gold a person. Yeah.
Good
Okay.
old person.
Oh, well, I'm down to 9 silver.
guess. I'll pay for 3 of us.
Brokaw boy.
You feel an invisible hand.
You'll pay for all of them?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Dolly.
I have funds for the trip anyway.
Awesome.
Very well.
Well,
Thank you,
I
the
have
church.
2 minor healing pots, so who's really winning?
Not me. I have 10 gold.
All right.
I need to buy
As
these
we
tools.
get a room, Jeremy's going to hurriedly inflict speak. Okay, so we went to the town hall.
So are you in your rooms right now?
Yes.
Yes. We
Sorry.
went to, what?
Did you have mending?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Why don't you have
My
mending?
thieves'
I didn't take it.
tools.
I do. Okay, you are
I
Yeah.
also,
fucked off.
I also
somewhere.
have thieves' tools.
We can just
Yes,
mend
we,
them
I mean,
later,
you can
but
mend, you can mend
later.
them later.
Yeah.
Actually, I could also fix them with my forge stuff. But you
I
know.
see.
Yeah.
And if you let him, Crunch would also like to get into this conversation to give you more information about what's happening with the town.
Okay, I'm bringing Crunch.
Okay. Jeremy's gonna hurriedly inflict speak. First of all, Lyrica's not with us. She's staying in the town hall overnight to keep an eye on things. We found a crime scene.
She's
there
staying where? This is Crunch.
in the town hall. We might have broken in, but I think it was very important that we did
That's
so.
fine. It's
Um,
used as a headquarters right now for the
yeah.
web smashers.
Yeah, we did discover that. There's also a massive bloody crime scene there and barrels full of spider parts.
Oh, that's
So they appear to have massacred every spider in town.
We knew
Yes.
that. We knew that much. Thankfully, we were able to get some out earlier this week. I pray. In fact, that's why Town Hall is empty. Cletus and his lackey Moslin, the Goblin, have led out a party with most of their forces to search down the remaining stragglers.
Yes,
They should be back tomorrow morning.
There were a couple
So, if you want, since they're not going to be here all night, if one of you wants to go get your friend, so she can stay here in a bed instead, that's quite all right.
She's keeping an eye out for when they come back.
Oh, they'll make those presents.
I-
Trust me.
I
What
suggest
time
we
is it right now?
It's
wake
like
up
9
before
p.m.
they get here to set an ambush.
Yes. I think that's a good idea. And also we did find a hit list there that had a few names not crossed off on it.
So they haven't gotten some yet.
Yes, which is good. But
Who do they not have?
who do they not have? Because Jeremy would have gotten
I
that
told you.
information.
I told you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mrs. Thompson and her son
Horizon.
Yeah, so he would have relayed that. So we need to find them before the web smashers find them, for one, and also we should probably stop them once they get back here. I was gonna go to the Radio Knights for help with that, but Axel seemed to indicate
He's
are
probably
they
not.
That's not a good idea.
great?
Well, I have a feeling that these radio knots are probably, and you would have heard that.
One of them who's staying here has already been contacted.
Yeah, and Grayson has said, "I'll put in a good word with Cletus."
Great.
Do they stay there? Does he sleep there?
Who?
The radio.
The radial knight.
Yeah, him and his lackeys do sleep overnight in their office. Yeah,
How many?
5 including him.
So we might have
And how
to
many
deal
are
with
on
them
the
as
way
well.
back?
At least a dozen.
Oh boy.
Truth be told, I think that no matter what, this ends in conflict.
Yes, I
Yes.
hate to say it. I don't know if we can
They
take
don't
that
come
though.
back until the morning.
Do we want to try and deal with the fake Radio Knights now?
I believe so.
It wouldn't hurt. We don't want them as backup.
I'd
that's for
certainly
sure.
rather not, but we don't want them here when the others arrive, so...
Where is Oh my god, I just forgot your character's name.
Liarka.
Where is Liarka? Exactly.
She's in the rafters of the town hall.
And she can see us if I were to step out into the main square.
There's some sight out. I don't know if she would be looking at it.
Town hall's rather big.
Or if I were to step somewhere far in front of the radial knight's office, would... The fuck?
Birds.
Maybe.
Heroin, be quiet.
I could send Rock.
That would work. I don't know if she can speak to Rock, but Rock could
Oh,
probably
wait.
get her attention.
I think...
Don't worry. I got it.
I have an idea to get their attention.
Okay.
It's a bit bold, but...
Bold is probably good.
I say it is worth.
A bold plan, you say? Would you care for... She
you-
plays like an E that's slightly off tune. Assistance?
Well, it's nothing. It's nothing cool and conspiring, but I will get there. It will make them come out. I can tell you that.
Do you need any help with
Do
that?
you need backup? I can provide.
I would love all of you to be there. I will need all of you.
Okay, I'll do my best.
And Crunch,
Yes.
I would get everyone in a safe location.
I'll batten down the hatches.
Oh,
Axel, are you gonna be joining us for this?
Hold on, I gotta do
Are
something
you
real
saying
quick.
you asking if I'm gonna be helping you take out some phony radio
I
knives?
was gonna say I figured
You
you'd
might
be
have to hold me
interested.
back, mate. I'll be honest with you.
All right.
I'm going to sack 2 of my AC so that I two-hand my battle axe.
Nice. Oh no, you only have 20 AC.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Plus shield.
Also, if we want to try to get one of the radial knights in one place, I have disguise self. So, and I am also proficient in deception, so I could
Now,
try to
they
lead them
they
to a
do
specific
know there
location.
are outsiders, so there's a non-zero
They
chance
also
they're
know
already
how many
mobilizing,
radial knights are
so
here.
Right.
Right.
So yeah.
You just might meet them halfway, or they might already be here. The world's in ifs and maybes, and we will find out how we solve this conundrum in the next episode of Webs of Deceit.
All right.
The police are here.
They've come for
The
you.
radio knights.
Knights! We gotta go!
Now here's the thing.
It's the
that's here.
feds!
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy. Yeah.
What's wrong with the feds?
Me and
The radio knights are cool.
Drank.
Look at the pretty flowers. She gets the sling ready.
right next to where me and Trent were last night, there was 3 people got shot, I guess.
Shit.
Like not even a block over.
Kind
It's a good part of town.
A good part of town.
Great part.
Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, it's
That's a
not
fire truck.
guys, it's not that serious. Oh my god.
Well, that's a fire truck.
I know, I'm making it big.
It's not that bad of a fire.
God!
Guys, we're recording. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on. Have your fire another Can you time. keep it down?
Your fire another time.
Can't you reschedule it?
Hey, you can post.
They're coming here. Tell you, your place is on fire right now. We just don't know it yet.
Because of all this shit hot gas I'm cooking.
You were so close to making something there.
Oh, a gas leak! That explains the events of the session.
What, you don't think I could soberly come up with?
Harrowingly unsurprised!
Hearing the unsurprised was just a figment of our gas leak minds.
Go as for short. Just wing? Just ing?
No, he always goes as harrowing
How
unsurprised.
dare you suggest that
Full title.
I don't say my full title every time.
He's actually a
I
radial knight. He's Sir Harrowing the Unsurprised.
I'm a member.
You don't deserve that. Give me that.
I'm a member of the Center Hub. Let me sign your.
Oh my god, harrowing!
That would be the craziest twist
Don't
if it
meet
just
your
like
heroes,
morphed
kid.
out of like a vulture. He's like, I
He's the changeling, guys.
He's the change.
It's Sir Armelius.
Alright, I think we might be good now.
Except for the
maybe not.
helicopter.
Bro!
Hold on.
Did you see
Oh,
there was a
speaking of which-
plane carrying a banner on the way here? What the hell?
I saw
couldn't
that.
tell what it was though.
And yesterday when
It's
I
an
was at
advertisement.
the game,
Cool.
the world's most effective B-2 bomber flew overhead because it was so cloudy I couldn't see it. So the
This is
stealth
all I
bomber
could
was
see.
really good.
I don't know what that is.
Brand.
Brand.